listeners across the globe, wherever you are, wherever you've been watching us, we want to say thank you for being there for us. It's not easy, especially this period when the whole world is experiencing the deadly virus disease called coronavirus. We want to thank you for watching. We want to thank you for staying at home, and we want to thank you for staying safe. And that's the best thing. If that is the only thing we are able to achieve this year, well, to God be the glory. A lot of people are dying. The virus is real. Please, we don't have to joke with it. The virus is real. And like I always say, the regulations are always there to follow. For example, the doctors, the World Health Organization gave series of advice of what to do and not what to do. I always want to talk about what to do to prevent us from participating or being in statistics of those tested positive. And one of those things is, one, use your glove always. 2, your face shield. Some people call this swimming, I don't know, but then all you need to do is use it as at when due. The other one is the face shield, the mask. It's as simple as ABC. In other words, this only prevents you or probably somebody from spitting on your body. Do you know the particles that comes out of your mouth carry those viruses? So all you need to do is, it's as simple. Thank you. Then the next one we are advised to do is get a sanitizer. Whenever you touch an object, whenever you touch any object, either in the place of work, in the supermarket, in the mall, wherever you are, just have a small plastic bottle of hand sanitizer. Put it in your pocket. And if you are going into your car, all you need to do is open it up, have little in your hand, rub it together, and you are ready to go. Then they equally said we should maintain, or we should keep social distancing, social distance among ourselves. It does not matter if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your parents. Please and please, especially when you know that that person is showing the symptoms of coronavirus, which is coughing, tightening of the heart, hard in breathing, pain, and so on and so forth. Please keep your 6 feet distance. And last but not the least, we are asked to stay at home. If you don't have anything doing outside, please stay at home. I want to believe everything that has positive has negative. I have some of my friends that told me that, well, this period, though it might not seem good, but they were able to save some money. I don't know how far it is true. One, we've heard that a lot of people having a pay cut because people were not asked, were not allowed to move around. Some were at home working from home. But one of my friends told me he was able to save some money because it's not spending money on gas, it's not spending money too much money on food. He just stay at home, do the little he could do. Well, I want to, kind of agree with him to some extent. Everything that has advantage has disadvantage. All right, what are we looking at today? In order not to waste your time, we're looking at 10 top ranked sports across the globe. Across the globe, worldwide. A lot have been said. Take for example, whenever America is playing any game, they will tell you it's a world game, World Cup. If they are playing their rugby, football, they will tell you they are the world champion. If they are playing basketball, they will tell you they are the world champion. Does it mean the whole world is playing it? Does it mean it's only played in America? Does it mean every tournament across the globe involves one American or the other? Because they always say they are the world best. Well, that's not what we're looking at today. We're looking at just top 10 ranked sports or games in the world. And before we do justice to all these top 10, though we have numerous games across the world, across the globe, that are not even included, probably because they are not popular, included in the encyclopedia or the dictionary. But we're looking at the popular one today, and while we are looking at it, we want to look at the criteria for selecting these 10. The criteria for selecting the 10. Quickly, let's go on commercial. When we come back, we'll let you know. Don't go away. Click on the notification button, subscribe, leave your comment. It doesn't take you anything to subscribe. Just, let's have a comment. Let's discuss it, most especially after we might have given you the 10 top ranked sports. All right, welcome back. We said we're looking at top 10, just 10 out of the numerous sports across the globe. Top 10 ranked sports in the world. Number 1, we're looking at, anyway, before we left, we said, I told you that I'm going to give you the criteria for picking this top 10. 1, we're looking at the viewership. How many people are really watching this game across the globe? Then 2, we want to look at the fans, the global fans. We've seen some fans across the whole world. They identify with a sport. That's our second criteria. 3, we're looking at the TV rights and the deal. The 4, we're looking at the popularity of the game on internet, In other words, when you pick up the internet, when you pick up the computer, you go there, you search for a game. There's a way that the expert will know the number of time across the whole world that a certain game is being searched for. So that's another criteria too. Then we're looking at the sponsorship. We've had different names, though I don't want to mention names here, but you all know companies that put millions, billions of dollars into this game to make sure that you and I keep on watching the game. Sponsorship. Another point is we're looking at the social media inclusion. How often people tweeting on this game? How often people follow their stars across the globe? How often was all this game mentioned on internet? On social media. We're talking about Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and so on and so forth. Another criteria we're looking at is the competitiveness of the game. Some are played locally, some are played regionally, continentally, and globally. So these are the criteria we're using too. Then we're looking at accessibility to public. Is it restricted? Is it played in an enclosure? Or is it an open game for everybody to play? So that's one of the criteria we're looking at. Then we're looking at the salary scale too. How much are people making playing this same game? As you know, there are some games that pay more, higher than the other. So these are the things we're looking at before we pick our top 10. Then we're looking at the gender equality. Gender, is it only for male? Is it only for female? Is it for both male and female? Gender equality. Then we're looking at the number of amateurs playing the game. We have professional, we have amateur, we have semi-amateur. We even have local games and other stuff. So these are criteria we're looking at. Then we're looking at how many professional league or how organized is the professional league across the globe. We're looking at the relevancy of the game. How relevant is the game? Is the game played on yearly basis, quarterly, seasonal, annually, and so on and so forth? Then we're looking at the newspaper headline. We're looking at how often does this game appear in newspaper across the globe. Either you are in Asia, you are in America, you are in Africa. How often this game appear on newspaper? Also, we're looking at the number of countries playing this game, number of countries participating in this game. And these are the criteria we're using to pick this top 10. Okay? If you know there's another criteria that we can use in picking, please, you know what to do. Down there, leave a comment, and before you know it, in the next 10.1 we have football. Let me be clear. If you are living in America, what they know as football is what other countries know as rugby. You go to see it out there now. It's quite different from rugby. Football is what we play using your leg. The same game that the American calls soccer. So we're looking at football. Across the world, it's called football. Now we're looking at the number of fans across the globe. The number of people or the number of fans watching football is 3.5 billion. 3.5 billion people watched the game annually. And what are the countries, continents? Almost the whole world play the game. If you go to the Europe, that's one of their best games. If you go to Africa, it's one of their best games too. Asia, they started having a league to the extent that they're moving stars from Europe to Asia to make the game popular. When you look at the South America, that is their best game. And come to USA. USA is equally playing the game of football because they've been playing the age grade under 17, under 20, the national team. Even their female team has been, the world champion several times. So number one is football. Then we're looking at number two. Number two is cricket. You'll be surprised that cricket is number two. And we look at the number of fans across the globe. 2.5 billion people, fans, watch this game yearly, day in, day out. And we're looking at the continent and countries where this game is in play. Despite not all the continent play this game, but 2.5 billion people watch this game. And it's a game of number. Everything we're talking about here is a game of number, popularity, viewership, and so on and so forth. The first place that you can come across or the love of cricket is so high is Asia. Asia include what's it called? India, China, Pakistan, and so on and so forth. Another place they play the cricket is Australia, then UK. So you can imagine just 3 places across the continent, across the world, is Asia, Australia, and UK. And we have about 2.5 billion people watching it. Number 3, field hockey. Field hockey. We all know that we have different types of hockey, especially in America. We have indoor hockey. We have ice hockey. But we're talking about the general one, which is field hockey, as if you're playing your football outside. And we have 2 billion people annually watching the game. The game is being played in Europe, it's been played in Africa, it's equally being played in Australia. Number 3, we're talking about top 10 ranked sport across the world. Number 3, we have basketball. We all know that Americans are good in playing basketball, and they have names, legends, including the late Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Chuck O'Neal, and so on and so forth. That's the number 3, the third game being, the third most popular game across the world. And we have about 2.2 billion people watching this game annually. This game has been played in America, of course, Canada, China, Philippines, even in Europe, they play it too. Then we're looking at the number 5, the 5th most popular or the 5th ranked sport across the globe, table tennis. Sorry, I beg your pardon. There's a difference between tennis and table tennis, but now we're looking at tennis. The long tennis, the one we have Serena Williams, Andrea Agassi, and all those stuff playing. It's ranked number 5 on our list, and we have over 1.1 billion people watching this game every year, annually. Quickly, let's look at the region, the countries, or the continent playing this game. The whole Europe play this game, Americans play this game, and Asia play this game too. Though it's not really popular in Africa and some other continents. So overall, we have 1 billion people watching this game. Moving on, number 6, volleyball. Volleyball. How many of you know how to play volleyball? We have beach volleyball. We have that is the one they play on the sand. We have the indoor. We have the outdoor. So volleyball is our number 6th most popular game across the globe, and we have 900 million people watching this game annually. Then looking at the countries that participate in this game, we have the Asia, we have the Africa, the Europeans, and the Americans play all this game, and they're enjoying it. On our 7th list, we have table tennis, the one popularly known as ping pong. Probably because of the sound. When you play it, you make ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Maybe that's why they call it ping pong. And that's our number 7th game on the list, the most popular game that ranked on our list. 850 million people watch this game every year. This game is being played in Asia, of course, in Europe, in Africa, America, US, Japan, even Cuba play this game. And meanwhile, don't leave out the Asians. They are the best in ping pong. Number 8, we have baseball. Baseball, where some people up to now could not really differentiate between baseball, cricket, and the other one. Right? Baseball, maybe one day we'll have time to really dissect, look into the game itself, how it's been played, the number of people that participated. But now, baseball ranked number 8 on our list, which is with 500 million people watching annually. And this game is being played in US, Japan, Cuba, Dominican Republic. How many of us know where Dominican Republic is? That's an assignment. If you know the continent, put it down there. Number 9, we have US football. I call it US football because in some places they call it rugby. We have 410 million people watching this game annually. And of course, you should know the people or the country playing this game. America is number 1. France, England, New Zealand, and South America. Then the last but not the least, like I told you at the beginning, that we have over 20 games. Even some games are yet to be named, either in the encyclopedia of sport, either in the Wikipedia, or either in the dictionary. purely because they are yet to be popular or the number of people participating. I know of some games in Africa that they were not even in the map at all. The one they call IU and all the stuff. I mean, even, anyway, don't let me bore you. The last but not the least, that's number 10 on our list. We're talking about 10 top ranked sports across the globe. Guess what? The 10th one is golf. Golf. And this is where we have the like of Tiger Woods making millions, making billions. Even our president, Mr. Trump, has been investing billions into golf, building golf courses across Ireland, in America, in Asia, across the world. Currently, we have one of the biggest basketball players investing heavily in golf, which is Michael Jordan. And they see the sport, the rich men see the sport as a leisure sport, the game that made them relax. They go on vacation, play this game, have fun. And on our list, golf is number 10. We have 390 million people watching this game annually. It depends on where they play it. We have US Open, we have Wimbledon, we have France, where they play tournament with money, with, a lot of people watching this game. When you go to Europe, they play this game. Asia equally do the same. America, then Canada. Golf is not really popular in Africa, probably because it's not the real black people game. All right, I want to say thank you very much. We've come to the end of today's game or today's program. If you have anything, I know you have a comment, because you have some sports that you say, come on, man. Somebody once told me, why is wrestling not there? Why is boxing not there? Well, like I said earlier, there are criteria that we're using. And as many sports that meet up with this criteria fitting into our first 10. So, please, if you think there's a game missing, or if you think that a game in one of these 10 that need to be taken off and another one slotting with facts and figure, please write it in the comment below, subscribe and push the notification button so that you'll be the first to know.